It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello everybody, Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Just a few games left before the NBA playoffs and the final seeding starting to lock in. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, for Atlanta, they occupy the coveted 8th spot in the Eastern Conference standings, the final playoff spot, and they'll be hanging on to it for dear life, trust me. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding event?
Hey, hold up. Hey, count my guap, can I stop coming in?
The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Last outing for Atlanta, unsuccessful. The loss to Toronto. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Now we're starting the group for Orlando. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. Then there's Andre Robertson. And there's Money. And it's Ramsey in at the small forward position. Money passes to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Two teams that run offense through the block, Brent. What does playing inside out do to a defense?
Well, it's kind of the idea when we've talked about Kevin, the accordion of the defense. You press them in and then out, and then at some point, if they don't work themselves back in, there are advantages on driving angles, there's advantages of attacking closeouts, and then opportunities open up, and the more of those easy shots go in, it starts to deflate that defense.
Or you need that center to kind of have his head on a swivel, right? He's got to have that great vision about where guys are.
Well, between that and also you being a big Polka fan, we'll see how this accordion defense plays out tonight.
Young with no one around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Money. Collins grabs the miss.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Ball's knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Allen able to keep the ball here. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
And that one, good.
Now, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Here's Money. It's good. Money's got 7 points in the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
And he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly followed on that shot that time. The whistle blower.
Love is confident when it comes to attacking the defense, especially when he gets closer and closer to the rim.
Both shots good from the strike.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
It's tipped. Here's Robertson. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. Down low from 10 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's now 6 points for Love. The Hawks trail by 6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Take a look at the Magic. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all. And of course, Atlanta. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for Atlanta, they basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
To the inside. Shots good from Young. 5 points in the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. When you look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And of course, Trae Young, just 2 behind.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can be the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scorers. It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Here's Money. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Money's got 16 points.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And now the first time out called here for the Hawks. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Graham, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Hawks passing it around. Young. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there, but he made an attempt to move away.
And here is Graham. Pass to Young.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Robertson, the pass to Money. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Ball stolen. by himself, flushes it down to finish the break.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Atlanta calls timeout. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be acceptable. But I think it's going to happen. Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league, but it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you can get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Check out some stats on Kevin Love. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in rebounding, second in field goal percentage, and don't forget top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat night in and night out.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now the pass to Valentine. Graham with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Inside, trying to get something going. Love grabs the board.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Atlanta with the ball. Graham kicks to Valentine. Poked away. Fast break, here they come. Here's Money, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Denzel Valentine did not like that.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Here's Money, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Over to the wing. Lets it go with the three. Trains the three-pointer. Money's got 34.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. And that one is hammered home.
Robertson started that on the defensive end, just clawing that basketball away.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. To the middle to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Money passes to Love. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Magic.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
You think about post players in the league with who you can run an offense through, and because of Kevin Love's incredible passing ability and vision, he might be at the top of the list as somebody you can play through.
And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so. And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Now the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Knocked away. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Kicks it to Cousins. Outside Favors. McKinney passes to Valentine, and Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The shot off that time. Good D by Thompson. Here are the Magic now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Passes to Cousins. Floats one. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Orlando's ball. Here's money, and that one is stuffed right through.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. 1:10 left in the first. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot's good by McKinney. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Bombed up there for Love. He can't get that one.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance and you go for that big finish. Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started. Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Whiteside's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Atlanta's gone 105 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Money. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Money's got 45 points.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Poked loose, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Lots of room.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Love the pass to Money. And he's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Here's McKinney. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter. It's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Whiteside is out there with Collins. And it's McKinney at the three, the small forward. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Here's Young, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love. Teams are trying to finish the season, Brent, with some energy. The reduction of back-to-backs has obviously helped make that a reality.
Well, Adam Silver deserves a ton of credit for approaching the schedule change the way he has the past couple of seasons.
Thinking about the quality of the game.
Yeah, because it is. The quality of the product can make sure that your star players can play as many games as possible. And it's still extremely difficult for those guys to get up for 82 games. They still need their rest. But at least the league has addressed it. The league has given more opportunities for guys to find quality rest in between competition. And hopefully we'll see more players have help. We've not seen that translate into help, but I hope it happens this season.
Me too. Collins kicks to Green. Ball's knocked loose.
It's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Here's Money. He feeds it to Thompson. Pass to Money. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Inside.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish. He powers it through. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Graham kicks to Boone. Young outside. Off target from 3-point range.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to McKinney. Young in the corner. Got that one up quick.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Here's Money, defended by Young. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
He just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Here's Money. Thompson in the post. And it's Thompson with the jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, Jay, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination. Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
Money passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Just to Thompson with some force on that one.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turn it into easy points.
Having another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Young, right side. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And the dunk by Love.
That straight connection between teammates as Kevin Love makes himself available as a big target.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. They double him with Love. Collins kicks to Young. The pass to Boone. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's McKinney. Young in the corner. Sinks the triple.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Here's Money. Oh! And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here is Young. Defense is right there. And he uses the glass on the lane. Young's got 16 points.
Now, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Money passes to Love. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Money. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. You can't get that one to fall. And Orlando will come the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, good job with the anticipation, and then the quick hands results in points off the break.
Now, sometimes you calculate the risks, and he did it there, but couldn't have turned out any better.
Pass to Young. Plays it up and punks it in. Young's got 13 points in just this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Locked up there for Thompson. Love dishes to Thompson. Pass to Money. Back to Thompson. Stolen by Collins. Here's Crayon. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he broke the mid-range.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good. And Young, here we go. He gets it in there. Young's got 20.
Yeah, you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Robertson, the pass to Money. And down it goes. Dunk threw off a wonderful assist.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name? It was on my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
there.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the Hawks making a change here. Valentine's checked in. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. And Love throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Knocks it loose. Inside. Here's Valentine. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Robertson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Valentine shot good.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
To the middle. It's tipped. To the wing right side. Orlando grabs the miss. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Dishes to Cousins. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Whiteside's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta's shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Money passes to Ramsey. An emphatic LU jam.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Off the inbound pass. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Orlando, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Young.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Well, Robertson, a nice job that time distributing the basketball, and a dependable player in these offensive schemes if he does that.
The Hawks shooting reasonably well, 45%. And the baseline jumper, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Money. Orlando getting another chance here. Thompson passes to Money. Moves back up. Rebound, Atlanta. .133 left here in the second. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tristan Thompson, averaging about 19 points and just over 2 steals. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on, and right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. 1:16 left in the first half. Kicks it to Whiteside. Breaks it off the glass.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. And the dunk by Robertson.
Well, the reach of Robertson, a big help on that alley-oop.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Love against Whiteside. 13 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cousins has got his first points of the game.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Money passes to Love. Good on the shot. Love's got 15.
Kevin Love gets to the right spot that time in transition for an easy 2.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Knocks it loose. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Jumps up. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Cousins. 1 second left. Can't capitalize inside.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the ages. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. DJ, Shaq, Jet. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seem to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
And so in the game for the Magic, Money out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Ramsey in at the small forward. Cousins with it, picked up by Thompson. Young in the corner.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Robertson finds Love. Here's Money. Lobbed up there for Love. So another turnover for Orlando. Young outside. Got a piece of it. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Well, the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Money, defended by Young. Here's Money, and got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Young outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Collins grabs the miss. Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. To the paint. And up the court from the Magic on the break.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish. He powers it through. Atlanta shooting 43% from the field. Young taking his time here. Here's the break. Here's Ramsey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Now, they've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Last break, here we go.
And you got to like what they're doing offensively. They're executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. They look very confident in what they're doing.
Money, and again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And now Orlando on the break, moving it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's in there. Money's got 10 points in just the second half.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It will just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. And Atlanta has possession. Valentine wide open. He fires. Another miss. And they've really hit a rough patch here.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger. Yikes! Wow. And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Yeah, scratching my head trying to remember the last time that they missed. They're on an absolute tear.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. the league's leaders in receptions this month. We take a look at Thompson, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Money is also someone that will flat-out control the paint.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love. Now, here's Valentine. D right on him. The pass to Boone. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Favors, leading with a nice touch off the glass.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Here's Robertson, and the dunk by Robertson.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Here's Valentine. Passes it to Boone. It's tipped. Pass to Money. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. So it's the Hawks now. Kicks to Valentine. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Valentine. Outside Favors. There's the pass to Valentine. Back to Favors. Passes it to Boone. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's been out here tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Here's Money. Again, what an avalanche.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Pass to Valentine. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Thompson passes to Money. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Craig, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Goes up. He hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, sir. The pass to Boone. There's the dish to Valentine. Poked away, nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
Hey, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Moment here now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. With the floater, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's the teardrop, and again another assist, and that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. 5 points in the game.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Here's Money. Misses in close. Kicks to Valentine. And no good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Money. That shot misses. The Hawks shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Robertson. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's putting up 9 points a game, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
They get it back, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Atlanta's shooting 43% for the game. Knocked away, out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Another steal out in his own on the break. Here's Money, and another one falls. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
1:36 left to play here in the third. Valentine kicks to Green. Passes it to Romero. Hawks passing it around. The Hawks again can't hit.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Money passes to Robertson. Here's Money. Out to the right wing. A 3-ball. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter space and then go and corral that backcourt.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot's good.
He's hit the proverbial switch effortlessly, finding different ways to score.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Graham kicks to Valentine. Down low, here's Graham. It's deflected. Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. It's Orlando with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some foot. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Orlando's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless, 6 for 6 tonight. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Hawks shooting not great, 40% for the game. And for the Magic, we've got Kevin Love running out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Ramsey in at the 3 slot. Money passes to Thompson, and stolen by Whiteside. Tries from the block. That one goes. Counted. Well, Orlando shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And that one drops.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Now Graham. Lays it up off the glass.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Money passes to Love. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Money. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. To the paint, it's tipped. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. So it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. You feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age.
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh,
that
that
guy.
23.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Money. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. So it's the Hawks now. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And here is Graham. Poked loose. Here's the break. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Pass to Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love. And the Hawks making a change here. McKinney's checked in. "13 feet away. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Ramsey. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Shots good by McKinney.
Oh, look, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Here's Thompson. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Graham kicks to Cousins, to the inside, right side, good. It's Cousins picking up the assist.
Get out your wedge, chip shot there from Whiteside, and that's a reason why his field goal percentage is always as high as it is in any given year.
Here's Money, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
Hook loose. Pass to Cousins. Lets it go with a three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I mean, he is bringing this game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
On the pass to Cousins. Graham, the pass to McKinney. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. To the paint. Here's Young. Orlando grabs the miss. Money's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Knocked loose. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Young, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got 22.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he makes the first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Love the pass to Ramsey. That's in there. Love with the assist. 25 points in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Young for 3, sinks the three-pointer.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting it.
Here's Money. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Robertson.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And Young kicks to Boone. And outside.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
Here's Money. Passes it to Robertson. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Such a bonus for this offense to have Robertson catch fire.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Valentine. Back to Young.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
That one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The Hawks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. They get it again. Six to shoot. Second chance shot. Another miss by Young.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Money, defended by Young. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Atlanta's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Young dishes to Collins. Valentine passes to Young.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To end the cold streak, the shot comes out. The Magic go the other way with it. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Yeah, such an effective player, and his confidence right now all-time high with this kind of night.
Now, here is Young to the inside.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
There's got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Yes, that goes in.
And the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end. Anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Here's Money, defended by Young. The shot by Thompson, no good.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely. This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Money passes to Thompson. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. Here's Young. Orlando grabs the miss.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Here's Money, defended by Young. Here's Money, rejected by Boone. Young with the ball. Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. .131 left in the fourth quarter. That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins. Really asserting their dominance.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
He was in the zone. He was just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Chipped away. Love the pass to Money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Tries a three off the inbound, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Right wing.
Yeah, the good news though is they've already got the win wrapped up. You might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
That's good from Valentine. That one misses.